Hi, true crime besties. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. I'm Tasha. I like to talk about true crime usually, or just stories that literally WTF me. Okay, and it's usually crimes like any murders, right? What the. But this story was kind of interesting to me, so I just wanted to share it. Anyways, so about a young man, Corey Fay, and two friends decided to go out elk hunting. Corey wasn't an avid hunter, but he went and he knew enough about like survival and stuff like that. So, he was good. He'd taken survival training, so the three of them decided to split up. You go this way, you go that way, and I'll go that way, okay? And meet back up at the truck at 6:30 that night. The other two hunters came back, but Corey did not. So the other two briefly went looking for him, like Corey, looking around, don't see nothing, don't hear nothing, Corey, nothing. So they couldn't find him, so they get back to the truck. They decided to call the sheriff's office, who comes out and launch an epic search. Epic. And over 10 days, that group covered 12 square miles, you guys, where Corey would have been, and found nothing. And then, not only that, okay, so WTF, where did he go? I watch Disappeared all the time, and I'm going to start covering some of those stories too, because they're so interesting to me, and it's like, WTF, where do you go? What happens? It's scary. It's so scary, you guys. So, searchers couldn't find nothing over 12 square miles, and so they call in this all-star search team. This search team is amazing. That's their freaking focus, is search. They're good at this. And they came up with absolutely nothing. So this amazing search team that's what they do. They're professionals. They're professional searchers. I don't know what they call them, okay? But all-star search team. But they came up with nothing. So people began to wonder if the other two, accidentally shot and killed him and possibly buried him somewhere and were too scared to call police. Because sometimes when you're out hunting and you're not wearing, your neon orange vest or whatever, could happen, right? But they had search dogs out there, and the search dogs are trained to smell, I guess, bodies or whatever. But the dogs didn't hit on anything and no, grave sites or nothing. So the sheriff's department in charge of this search was so perplexed by the fact that his amazing team of searchers couldn't find anything. So they call in the FBI, which indicates foul play, because that's the only reason why the FBI would be involved, right? So crazy, FBI is coming in. Oh no. In Corey's case, for nearly a year, okay, so nearly a year, nothing. Two hunters were out hunting about 10 miles from where Corey was about. They found a rifle, a backpack, and a jacket. WTF me, right? You guys, WTF. How? How can a search team cover 12 square miles, and not only that, an all-star search team come in, find nothing, And then a year later, a backpack, a rifle, and a jacket, like, appears. WTF. Like, so, I mean, obviously they didn't know whose it was. So they called police. The police come out and they confirm that it was Corey's. So, what do? A new search was ordered right around that area, and all they could find were a couple of bone fragments and one tooth. They also never found his pants or his boots. The police realized that to go from where he went missing. Okay, so from where he went missing to 10 miles away and 3,000 feet up in elevation. To where some of his remains were found, he would have been in waist-deep snow for over 5 miles. Okay? People were skeptical about him making this hike or walk, you know, like, how? No way. Because it didn't make sense. Corey's parents said in an interview, like, that he had taken these survival courses that he would talk about all the time. Like, he would tell his parents about it and everything, what he learned and all this. Like, he was, like, a survival, like, list, you know? And one of the main things, like, they teach you in a survival situation, is when you're on a mountain, you never go up. So, for him to have wound up 10 miles away and 3,000 feet up in elevation is basically doing the opposite of what he was trained to do. You guys, like, WTF, you know? Bigfoot? I don't know. There's no reason that in a real survival situation that he would have just thrown all of it out the window, right? Like, screw it. I'm done with life. Like, I'm going up, you know? And he would have realized, like, on his training, like, did he, I don't know, like, did he, like, just did he go on his own? Did somebody take Bigfoot, like I said? Did an alien? I mean, you guys, I don't know. And I want to know. Like, I want to know. What the fuck happened? Right. But did an animal attack him, you know? And drag him up there? But if it's the latter, what animal drags a 17-year-old, his backpack and rifle 10 miles up, 3,000 feet of elevation and over 6 feet of snow? And where was the rest of him? That's what I want to know. So, that's the story, y'all. Like, a WTF, right? Like, I don't get it. Like, where are his pants? Where's his boots? Where's the rest of his teeth? Where's the rest of his body? Like, how, like, and why did he go up? Or who took him up? Why did, These stories, listen, guys, these stories are always interesting, and I love to tell them, but it's frustrating to not know. Like, the unknown drives me nuts, you know what I mean? So, that's a story about 17-year-old Corey Faye. Sad. My, heart goes out to the family. But have a good night, guys. And that, if you like, subscribe.